have a lot of Japanese products. A really cool selection of gachapons. This store is not easy to find at all. The wall of singles. I managed to find these guys. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Shadow Realm for another video where today we've got one for my fellow Australians and perhaps one for anyone looking to visit Australia. But today we're going to cover my top card stores to visit when visiting Melbourne. So for those of you who don't know or unfamiliar, Melbourne is Australia's second biggest city. So I'm from Sydney, which is Australia's biggest city in New South Wales, and Melbourne's in a totally different state down south. Now I visit Melbourne quite a few times every year, either for work or to visit friends and family. So whenever I'm down there, I'm always looking for card stores to visit. Now, a little disclaimer before I get into my list of the top card stores. This list is based on the card stores that are accessible via the free tram system. If you guys don't know, Melbourne has a free tram system, a free public transport tram. It goes in a little loop around the city. So the reason I've done this is that every time I visit Melbourne, I'm pretty much usually always just staying in the CBD area. So the free tram system is pretty much how I get around the CBD on my days off. It's free, it's convenient, it's easy. Now we will be opening some packs that I bought from these said stores, but without further ado, let's get into the first store. Okay, so first up here is a store called Critical Hit. This is on Little Collins Street. It's honestly a really great location, really close to the tram station and really central to the whole city as a whole. But Critical Hit here is more than just a kind of card store, TCG store. This is more of like a general anime store. They have a lot of figurines and statues, accessories, things like that. So like models, kits, plushies, and they have a lot of Japanese products. So Japanese figures, Japanese models. Now they have an Ichiban Kuji like poster in the front of the store. I'm not sure if they run the full Ichiban Kuji raffles, but I think you can get Ichiban Kuji prizes from this store. And not only that, they of course have a great selection of trading cards. So every time I went there, they've had a really great selection of Pokemon cards, both English and Japanese. And of course, they've had a great selection of YuGiOh cards. And so here were the packs that I bought from Critical Hit in Melbourne. So this was back during the 25th anniversary celebration of YuGiOh. So they had the 25th anniversary sets here. Let's take it out of this little bag that I have it in. So I bought 3 packs. If I remember correctly, I think they were $7 each and it was 3 for $20. So I think I picked up 3 packs. We got 2 packs of Spell Ruler and then 1 pack of Invasion of Chaos. So let's start with a Spell Ruler pack here. Can we hit a secret rare? Can we hit a holo? So I did pick these myself just out of the booster box I had sitting on the shelf, but can we hit a holo? I think the card trick is 3, but I'm going to do 2 just in case and we can figure it out after that. We have Chain Energy, SRL. We have Rising Air Current, Ancient One of the Deep Forest. We have Wall Shadow, very cool. We have the Reliable Guardian. We've got Eternal Rest, Iozanru Rare, and then we have Luminous Spark, and then Curse of Fiend. So I think maybe it is 3 from the back, but first pack, nothing, got a rare. Let's go with Invasion of Chaos. We get Invasion of Chaos next. So can we hit the Chaos CED, Chaos Emperor Dragon, or any other foil? I think any foil would be a win from loose packs. What do you guys think? But yeah, Spatial Collapse. These 25th packs are really, really fun. I opened my fair share of these when they first came out. Really cool, Neobug. I didn't really go to finish like any particular set of the reprint sets. It was just fun to open kind of old packs, well, reprint retro looking packs. We have Lacunga Rare. Then we have a DD Designator Super Rare. Very cool. IOC. DD Designator Super Rare. We hit a foil. Very, very cool. Hey, that's a win. IOC Super Rare. Very cool. That can go. I think I had the Invader of Darkness actually from IOC. But anyway, we have the last pack here, Spell Ruler. Let's go. Can we hit the Blue Eyes Toon Dragon? That would be awesome. Super, super cool. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. But yeah, 25th anniversary reprint packs. I love it. Red Archer Girl, classic card, Molten Destruction, Tailor of the Fickle, Turtle Oath, Guardian of the Throne Room, Wall Shadow again. We have Amoeba Rare. We have Black Illusion Ritual. Super. Let's go. Oh, maybe it was... Actually, I think the Euro 25th packs was 4 from the back, but we have a Black Illusion Ritual Super Rare. Very cool. Oh, hey, we hit 2 foils out of 3 packs. I think that's a win. Here is actually the foils so far that I've pulled from the 25th packs. Let's do a little review and see if I can add any to the little collection here. So I did hit the Jinzo out of PSV. This was super cool. I got these out of the Legendary Collection boxes actually, but hit the Jinzo. We hit the Gate Guardian Secret. We got Relinquished, the Ultra from SRL. We've got Toon World. We've got Black Tyranno. We have Dark Master Zork. Sorry, it wasn't Invader of of Darkness. So those two supers were actually ones that I didn't get yet. Now, I'm not sure if I really care or am bothered to collect all these supers, like stuff like Toon World and the secrets are really cool, but those are two cool supers we can add to the little stack here. But yeah, that was Critical Hit on Little Collins Street. Highly recommend you guys check it out if you're into anything anime, like figures, models, little merchandise, things like that, and of course also TCGs. They had a great selection of Pokemon cards and of course YuGiOh cards. Alright, so moving on to store number 2. The second store on my list here is called Neko Cards. So Neko Cards is on the corner of Elizabeth Street and Little Lonsdale Street, so it's actually not too far from Critical Hit. You probably don't need to catch a free tram, you can just walk there. I'm always down for a good walk. So within walking distance from Critical Hit, Neko Cards is more of a pure card store, pure TCG playing card store. Downstairs at the front of the store, they actually had a really cool selection of gachapons. So there was a bunch of gachapons, super Japanese, super reminiscent of the vibe when you're in Japan. But upstairs is where the main store is. Now, they do have a little bit of Pokemon. They have some slabs if I remember correctly, but they didn't have any Yu-Gi-Oh! What you're gonna find here at Neko Cards is all those like alternative TCGs or those less popular other TCGs. But one of those other TCGs that I'm super into is Weiss Schwarz. So Neko is the place to go if you're into those Bushiroad TCGs like Weiss Schwarz. There's heaps of space for playing and they do host regular events here all the time. The selection of packs and boxes for these TCGs was actually very good as well, and the prices were actually very fair too. So speaking of a Weiss Schwarz, I picked up these. I picked up 3 packs of Azur Lane. This is Azur Lane English edition, and it's the reprint edition, I think, as well. If you guys are long-time viewers of the fan, you would know that I'm a big fan of Azur Lane, a big player as well. So let's crack open these and see if we can hit anything good. Let's not go with the pull tab because if you guys know, I've had very bad luck with the pull tab. Let's open these old school style and see if we can hit anything cool. And yeah, just cool to open some English Weiss Schwarz. I don't really collect or open English Weiss Schwarz very often. I mainly do Japanese, but we have a Hood, we have Concord, we have U47, we have Bailey, we have a Glorious SR. Glorious SR, very cool. St. Louis, Richelieu, Shangri-La rare, and we have a Phoenix Spring Song. So we got 2 foils in there, pretty cool. We have Shangri-La and then we have Glorious SR. The foiling on Weiss Schwarz cards is very cool. It's so nice. The kind of texture and everything on these cards is just some of the best. But 1 pack down, 2nd pack. Let's see if we can hit an SP. Can we hit an SP? I highly doubt it, but this is super cool. So I never really opened Azur Lane non-reprint. So the original Azur Lane release set, I only got reprint in Japanese and reprint in English as well. So this is the reprint in English, obviously, but here we go. We have a Honolulu, very cool. We have Glorious. We have Mutsu. We have Z46. We have U110. We have Aquila, very good ship in the actual game. World 15, Chapter 15. Aquila is the healer that you want. We have Sovietskaya Rossiya, a Northern Parliament. We have Admiral Graf Spree rare, very cool. And then we have an Ephemeral Dream. Ephemeral Dream, not Ephemeral Mai. Ephemeral Dream, very cool. We've got Shinano, and we have, who else is on this card? I don't recognize the second ship on there, but very cool. So this SR, this super rare, is actually looking like a pretty good pull. All right, the 3rd pack we have here. So let's go Weiss Schwarz. Love Weiss Schwarz cards. I love the all the different kind of IPs that you can get in Weiss Schwarz. I never tried to play the game. I'm not a TCG player, if you guys would know me with Yu-Gi-Oh! But we have Glorious again. Do we have a playset? I think we've got a playset of Glorious with the SR. We have Mutsu again. Z46 again. Okay, we have Marblehead. We have New Jersey rare, double rare. New Jersey double rare, one of my favorite ships in the actual game. Super OG ship, the Black Dragon. New Jersey double rare. Very cool. We've got St. Louis again. Ajax. Noshiro rare, very good ship as well. IJN faction, Noshiro, an OG ship. And then we have Until the End this time. Very cool. Pretty cool cards there. Again, like I said, Neko Cards is the place you want to go for those Bushiroad or like other kind of TCG cards. Huge playing area. The prices are always great and the card selection is always really good as well. All right, so before we get to the final store, we have an honorable mention. So the honorable mention goes to a store called Plenty of Games on Collins Street. This store is not easy to find at all. I think I walked around for like 20 minutes trying to find this place. But the entrance is actually in this like really small, I don't know how you explain, like this really small like sliver in between like huge buildings. It's really easy to miss. Now, I didn't actually buy anything from Plenty of Games, but from memory, their range was absolutely huge. They had Pokemon, they had Yu-Gi-Oh, they had Magic the Gathering, they had like Digimon, they had a bunch of TCGs, they had a bunch of stock and a huge range. And it's actually really close to the first store that I mentioned, Critical Hit. So if you're gonna do this little loop, maybe start here at Plenty of Games and then go to Critical Hit and go from there. But with that being said, the final store that I have on my list is Cherry Collectables. Cherry Collectables on Batman Street. How's that? Your card store is on a street called Batman Street. Now, Cherry Collectables is a great store, probably one of the best marketed like card stores, I want to say, in all of Australia. Their marketing is great. Their website is really, really good as well. Whenever I go to Melbourne, I have to visit Cherry Collectables. So if you press for time and can only visit one store that I mentioned in this video, I would probably say visit Cherry Collectables. Now, inside Cherry Collectables, you will find everything. You will find slabs, you will find packs, you will find booster boxes, you will find mystery packs, a bunch of accessories, and a lot of merch as well. Now, a lot of their stock is actually sports cards. So if you're a sports cards kind of guy, Cherry Collectables is the place for you. They've got NBA, NFL, they've got like AFL, Australian sports cards. But that does not stop them from having a great range of Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and other TCG cards as well. So whenever I go there, they've always got the latest Pokemon sets, the latest Yu-Gi-Oh sets, they've got latest One Piece sets. Definitely bought some One Piece cards from there before, and I think they had like Dragon Ball Z, Digimon, all of the other usual suspects. But by far, the best thing about Cherry Collectables, in my opinion, is the wall of singles. I'm not sure if that's what they call it, but it is what I call it. It is the wall of singles. So there is an entire wall in the store of boxes of single cards. And it includes everything from sports cards, you got NBA cards, NFL cards. And so the boxes are sorted by the type of card and also the price. So there are like $1 boxes, there are $5 boxes. I'm not sure if there's like a $10 box, but my go-to is always the $1 and the $5 box. But starting out here, these are some of the sports cards that I've been able to find. Now, I'm a big NFL guy and I'm a big Dallas Cowboys fan. So I'm always on the lookout for some Dallas Cowboys cards. And I've been able to find some pretty cool stuff while I've been there. So first card I've found is a #1. It's a out of 100, but it's #1 of 100 Roger Staubach NFL Icons, Athletic Football, some kind of holo card. But a #1 out of 100 Roger Staubach. This thing is really cool, and this was $1. This is in the $1 box, I am pretty sure, but that is a really cool pickup there. Second pickup I've got here is a out of 75, 17 out of 75 Dak Prescott. Say what you will about him, I love Dak Prescott. He is the quarterback of my team, so pretty much got no choice but to love him, you know. But this is like one of those thicker cards as well, so it's like one of those chunky sports cards. Not really a sports card guy, but this is a chunky card. But there is a 17 out of 75 Dak Prescott. And then besides that, these cards were really cool as well. So these were like a patch cards. I'm not a sports card guy, but patch cards, super cool to me. So this guy here is Tyron Smith, Hall of Fame right tackle for the Dallas Cowboys. Guaranteed Hall of Fame right tackles. He currently does not play for the team anymore, but this is a out of 199, 142 out of 199 jersey patch Tyron Smith card. Super cool. Let's actually take it out. I don't think I've actually have I taken out of this top loader before, but it is in a thick top loader as well, by the way. This thing is meant for the thicker patch cards, but super cool jersey patch card, Tyron Smith. And I'm pretty sure it was $1. Maybe it was $5. Maybe I did stretch $5 budget for these patch cards, but knowing me, I don't think so. So these things must have been $1. We've got Tyron Smith patch card there. Second here, we've got Leighton Vander Esch, linebacker for the Cowboys. He was a great linebacker, currently doesn't play anymore. He has retired. He retired young, but Leighton Vander Esch, this is out of 299, 226 out of 299 jersey patch for Leighton Vander Esch, Donruss. Very cool. And then the last card here, we have the GOAT. Well, one of the GOATs in my opinion. Right guard, Zach Martin, guaranteed Hall of Fame as well. Retired this season, well, before the beginning of this season, but out of 299, 149 Zach Martin patch card, Donruss, All Pro Kings. The stuff you can find from the wall of singles, as I call it, is really cool. I actually missed this card. This is an Ezekiel Elliott out of 499, 176 out of 499. I think this is what's it called, an Icons, an Illusions football from Panini. Ezekiel Elliott, he was the man for a long time. He was a great Cowboy, Ezekiel Elliott right here. But of course, you guys know this is pretty much a Yu-Gi-Oh channel. So what Yu-Gi-Oh cards could I find from the wall of singles? I managed to find these guys. These were my picks from the $1 wall of singles boxes. So let's go through one by one here. First up, we have CT14 Blue Eyes White Dragon Secret Rare. Really cool card from the collector tins. This is from the Mega Tins in 2017, I think. But the CT14 Blue Eyes White Dragon in Secret Rare, pretty cool card, honestly, and in pretty fair condition. Pretty much pack fresh condition, I would say. But very, very nice card. The foiling, very nice. LOB art, Blue Eyes. Secret Rare. Pretty cool card, $1. Next up is the MVP1 Blue Eyes, and it's actually a set with the Dark Magician. So these were the movie promo cards. These came out of the Dark Side of Dimensions movie pack back in 2018. Both ultra rare. Alternate arts of Blue Eyes White Dragon and Dark Magician. Super, super cool in my opinion. Cool to have in the collection, and of course only $1 each. Fair condition. I wouldn't say they're like mint. Maybe like light played mint, but really cool just to have a copy for the collection, and of course $1 each. Like I said, you can't lose, guys. So that was the movie promos. Next up we have SKE and SYE. So Starter Deck Kaiba Evolution and Starter Deck Yugi Evolution, Blue Eyes White Dragon and a Dark Magician. Alternate arts, super rare, so the LOB arts of both, really, really cool. I was never really a fan of the LOB art Dark Magician, but it has grown on me in the past. But $1 each, two super rares of like iconic artworks, iconic monsters from the Starter Deck Evolution. Like not the most popular thing, but again, for $1 each, guys, how can you lose? Really cool in my opinion. And then the last card that I managed to find in the singles boxes here for $1 was the Blue Eyes Shining Dragon from the movie pack, the OG movie pack, the Pyramid of Light movie back in 2004. So the super rare Blue Eyes Shining Dragon, MOVEN001. This is such a cool card. I actually have such a nostalgic connection with this card. I remember back in 2004 going to the cinemas with my best friend to watch the movie, and then you got a promo pack, a sealed promo pack, and it was a mystery at the time. It was like a gold pack. We both got one each. He opened his one. He got the Blue Eye Shining Dragon. I got the like Dark Magician retrain thing. It was like Sorcerer of Dark Magic or something. It was way lamer than this one. I was always super jealous of him for getting the Blue Eye Shining Dragon, but all those years later, I finally have my own copy. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to hold on to my copy of the Sorcerer of Dark Magic or whatever it was. So maybe I do have to find another copy of that to go with this one to complete my little childhood nostalgia collection here. But this is the Blue Eye Shining Dragon. Super nice foiling as well on this. Super underrated. Let's take it out of the top loader to have a look. But super, super underrated. When people think of Blue Eye Shining Dragon, they only think of a retro pack. Blue Eye Shining Dragon Secret Rare, but the super rare here is very, very nice in my opinion, and the foiling is super nice too. If you hit the light just right, it goes through all three colors, blue, green, and like the kind of reddish here. Really, really cool card to have, really nice. Like look at that foil pop. Super cool, Blue Eye Shining Dragon. But yeah, guys, those were my top card stores in Melbourne. I hope it was able to help some people looking to visit Melbourne one day. Again, like I said, the little caveat is these card stores are all accessible via walking on the free tram kind of loop in Melbourne. Now, if there are any card stores that you know of in Melbourne that I missed, please leave them in the comments, or if there are any better card stores that are like a little bit harder to get to, maybe you need to get to by car, let me know in the comments because I'm curious. Like I said, I'm a Sydney insider, so I don't get to explore Melbourne that much. But if there are some good suggestions in the comments, maybe one day I will go to Melbourne and actually hire a car or something and drive myself around and visit some really, really cool card stores, because I'm sure there are better ones out there, just a bit harder to get to. But yeah, that was it for this one, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.